Be ready, start. Mr. Vice Chairman, I am very grateful to you and to the government for having provided an opportunity for the Defense Ministry being discussed in this house, and this being the first occasion. I deem it a privilege when I am called upon by you to make my initial remarks. Para. The report on defense has been circulated to the members of the two houses of parliament, and I read it twice over, but I consider that the report on defense to be dull, dreary, and defenseless, and I shall come out with my reasons a little later. But the first thing I would like to impress upon the House is that the foundation for a sound defense policy should be primarily the security of the country. Only if our country is basically and inherently strong and self-reliant can we work out not only on a sound defense policy but also a sound foreign policy. Reliance on our own strength should be the badge of our pride. It has been accepted not only in this country but throughout the history in all the democratic countries of the world that there has been a close tie up and interlinking between the defense and foreign policies of the democratic countries. This has been an accepted maxim or principle which the democratic nations have followed in the past and are following even today. The truth has been overwhelmingly seen in the actions of two prominent statesmen of the world. I would very much like the government of India to make a happy blending, a useful blending of the defense and foreign policies of our country, and at the same time see that our country is made strong and self-reliant. That is the first point that I would like to make to begin with my initial remarks. Para. In India, our position would be well realized if we could make an honest attempt to view the entire picture impartially. Our minds are overwhelmingly exercised by what I would call the Chinese menace and the Pakistani enmity. While it is necessary for our country to be prepared to meet the external aggression from whichever quarters it might come, it is a moot point, and I make a very humble submission in this direction whether we should surpass or equal all the others in the matter of space and nuclear development. I shall deal with this subject at a little length, but you will pardon me if I say that today this has achieved what I would call a radical turn in one quarter and a conservative turn in the other. At the moment the launching of the Chinese satellite, that too following the nuclear explosions in China, has raised a fear in this country that this is directed against India, and a very legitimate fear it is. We should draw a distinction here and now between the know-how of space research and nuclear explosions and the need to build up deterrent forces based on these storms.